Hi, welcome to my channel SatyamShakti Astro and more. So we're running a series on the 10 divine cosmic wisdom of Mahadevi, the 10 Mahavidya. And today we're going to cover the most important aspect of Devi, which is the Tripura Bhairavi. Okay, Bhairavi in itself means bear. Okay, so why is she called Bhairavi, and what is the reason that she's one of the most powerful form of Makali? We're going to cover in this one particular episode. Before I go ahead, I would like to also mention that Tripura Bhairavi, she represents the ascendant of your Kundli. Okay, she's the one who depicts and decides your journey in the uh, in the in the existence of your life, right? How you lead your life, how you decide your life, what is your soul contract basically with the divine source. Okay, all that is decided by Tripura Bhairavi. She is the power of death. Okay, uh, where you can say Chandamastika, she represents the end of things. She is the one who uh, who converts your spiritual energy, your prana shakti, into three forms of rajas, tamas, and sattva. As Bhairavi, she is the death in itself. She's the power of death. She's the power of like the soul releasing the body. She is the energy, the shakti, via which your soul releases from the armor of life. Okay, so when Chinnamastika, she is representing again the end of things, the that spectacular moment basically when the victim is sacrificed, beheaded, life and existence comes to an abrupt end. Okay, again, I'm like bringing Chinnamastika here in this episode is because it is very important that you also understand um, the power of Channamastika, because she's again the Tri-Devi. I mean, like, she's the power of three, Channamastika, and as much as Tripura Bhairavi is also the power of three. So if you've seen the story of Ganesha also, Ganesha was beheaded, right? That power of beheading um is Channamastika. And why was he beheaded? Because that ego had to be annihilated, right, to give birth to a new energy, to a newer wisdom. And we know the story, the rest of the story. So uh Channamastika is that power. Channamastika is the power to end things, okay, so that a new beginning can emerge in your life. Okay, on the other hand, Tripura Bhairavi is the power of that death. Okay, she is the power to end things. All right. So, but this apparently sudden end is only the culmination of a process. Okay, and that begins long before. So even the destruction begins from the very first moment of conception, the death of one state and birth of another. Like if you see, um, when a child is in the fetus, right, there is a change that is happening into the womb of a mother, right? So that one section, that 1 month baby changes in the second month and third month, and then there is this development which is happening. So there are certain things which are getting destroyed, and then the new life is forming, right? And some cells are getting destroyed. um that one portion which is supposed to change is getting destroyed, and it is giving birth to a newer form, to a newer energy. Okay, so the destruction, it basically begins from the very moment of conception, death of one state and birth of another state. Okay, okay, the sperm unites with the ovum, as you can see, to produce the zygote. Okay, which goes on changing with the production of the fetus, right? It is changing, it is rapidly changing. Okay, death is the ever present reality, and it is the reality, right? It is a reality which is operating in everything in this world which is there, which is taking birth. There has to be a death of something, and hence the process of life is beginning, right? So this aspect of death is called the perpetual destruction, or the nitya pralaya. Okay, the sudden uh, direction um, is is depicted to be of Yama. Okay, and the what is that southern side? Why is it depicted as it is dedicated to Yama is because Yama is the god of death, right? And in the Vedic yagnas, especially, there are three fire pits. Okay, the southern Vedic fire, which is the Dakshina Agni, the fire of destruction, and the northern direction is dedicated to the Soma, okay, the essence of life or of love, which is the Sneha Tattva, okay. The nourishment ambusa of immortality, which is Amrita, okay. So these are the three sides of a yagna, okay, basically of life also. So, coming to Tripura Bhairavi, she represents these three corners of life, these three sides of a yagna. Okay, in Shiva theology, one of the forms of Shiva, okay, who faces the south is, can you guess it? He is also called the Dakshina Murti. Who is he? And he is also called as the Kal Bhairava, okay, which is the time of the fearful, okay, is also associated with the southern direction, okay. So Kal Bhairava is associated with the south direction, basically, okay. So the energy or the Shakti of death and destruction, okay, is the fearful goddess Bhairavi, all right. And she's also called the Tripura Bhairavi. Why? Because she's the fearful goddess of the three sides, of the yagna, okay. She's not just the Soma, but she's also the goddess of creation and destruction. So she is the yantra, basically the Shakti yantra, okay, or the three sides of the yagna, okay. And everything that the sixth Mahavidya, she's Bhuvaneshwari, as you might be knowing, like she's the lady of the spheres, she's the goddess of the three worlds, right? Bhuvaneshwari. uh, Bhuvaneshwari's work or Bhuvaneshwari Shakti is to nurture, to preserve, okay. But this particular fearful goddess, which is Bhairavi, Tripura Bhairavi, what does she do? She relentlessly destroys. So whatever is coming into production in this world has to be destroyed, has to die, right? That is the ultimate reality. And that death, the power of death, okay, is also depicted by a Shakti, which is called as a Tripura Bhairavi. So um, she's the tangible demonist, basically, the Apara Dakini, basically, who's always, she's always our constant companion. Why? Because she's lurking nearby, she's everywhere, okay. Her presence is found in the self-destructive habits, okay. So for example, the habits which are very much associated with the bad habits, okay, especially which are Rahu driven, like alcoholism, obsession, all these are the destructive factors of our lives, right? They're destroying us somewhere from within, right? So her presence is found in all these destructive things which are holding us back, which are captivating us, which is acquiring us, the tamasic food, the tamasic habits, the drinking of alcohol, smoking, taking drugs, high risk of adventures. In all of these things, Tripura Bhairavi exists, okay, because she is creating that power of like destruction within us, right? Because we are destroying ourselves immensely with all these things. So she is she's strengthening that the destructive force within us, okay, to only make us realize that these emotions of obsession, the emotions towards these kind of self-destructive habits is like destroying our pursuit to spirituality. So she is creating that awareness. She's creating that differentiation within our mindset by letting our body get destroyed. It is said, right, unless you do not suffer, you do not realize the mistakes that you have made. So she is that power of destruction so that you revive back from that destructive power back into reality, okay, back into your true self. This is the power of Bhairavi, okay. She also helps you in destroying yourself with anger, jealousness, competition, all these things that are not needed for your spiritual growth, okay, or the obsession which is not required in your spiritual growth. So Bhairavi lets you understand that these factors can be a hindrance to your spirituality, can be a hindrance to your spiritual pursuits, okay. She takes you there, she takes you to the uttermost destructive habits only for you to be able to destroy it completely and come out as a pure soul from that destructive habit of yours, okay. So she is the Devi of compassion. She is the Devi who destroys the jealousness in you, that she destroys the hatred and the resentment in you. She does not let you take a Venitata, because before you start doing that, she will make you realize that these habits are self-destructive and they're destroying your soul purpose completely. So she's the one who awakens you. She's the one who is the power of differentiating between the destruction to the complete regeneration of the soul. So that's very much about Tripura Bhairavi. In Tantra, Tripura Bhairavi is considered to be a very, very fearful Devi, because everything which is negative, and when it is worshipped, okay, it leads to a newer form, right? So this is also very one of the most important practice which is very rarely found in India, and not many know about Bhairavi sadhana. A lot of people associate Bhairavi sadhana with sexual act, but that is not how it is. Okay, there are many myths that needs to be busted also around Bhairavi sadhana. But however, Bhairavi is one of the most powerful cosmic wisdom, which is not easily found, because to be more accepting of your negatives and allowing that negative to destroy you completely, so that you wake up from that destruction as a phoenix, is the most difficult part in Tantra. But we, directly or indirectly, all of us go through it. Okay, we learn from our mistakes, and that is the power of Bhairavi, learning from the mistakes. That the power to do that mistake is also Bhairavi, and to learn from that mistake is also Bhairavi, and coming out as a new person is also Tripura Bhairavi. Okay, so that's the power of three. And she awakens your kundalini from your backside, okay, from your spinal cord, okay. And she is the one who also invokes the energies around your intestine, okay. Somewhere it is also connected to Guhe Kali, which I will probably explain it to you in some other time, okay. So that's very much about Tripura Bhairavi. I hope you liked this particular episode, and you will like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and also share it with your friends and relatives. I'm looking forward to your response and feedback on this particular video, and I'll get back again with the rest of the videos, and we'll speak more on Tantrism. See you soon, guys. Bye.